Excuse me. Hi, here's my video vlog for the 9th of August 2023, 9:34 a.m. on Wednesday. I yesterday was my very first day on the new project. I figured I would go ahead and dive into it now because I'm living by myself, and it's a good time for me to and I'm not just living by myself, but I'm not hanging out with my mom right now or anybody else. So it's a perfect, other than Paula. It's not like I'm totally isolated, but so it's a good opportunity for me to focus, and try to get done with something particularly time consuming. I don't know if my mom saw that because this is the kind of type of thing that if I tell my mom, she'll freak out and start screaming at me. And maybe she saw the video yesterday where I titled it that because I got an email from her yesterday like, I'll pay for life coaching. I'll pay for life coaching to teach you how to get a roommate and teach you how to get a job. And she said it twice. At the beginning of the letter, she wanted me to get life coaching classes, and then at the end of the letter, life coaching classes. Because I think she's being like passive aggressive because she got mad at me for getting exasperated with her and calling her names like dumbass. So now she's doing the slow game, the passive aggressive slow game of calling me I'm like mentally retarded without calling me mentally retarded, by saying I need life coaching to teach me how to pay bills and stuff. I do need to pay my taxes, but I need to get my hands on the tax fund that's set aside, and that was managed by my mom, but she won't talk to me other than lecture me. There's a restraining order against me, which means I can't talk to her other than only business 3 times a week. She got a restraining order because I sent her a couple of texts telling her that she's pissing me off, and I felt like fucking smothering her with a pillow. But I guess that means she gets to talk to me all she wants. I can't talk to her, but she gets to lecture me about life coaches. And she said something else. I could read the letter, but I don't want to. It's just too fucking stressful. I'm trying to create this world of happiness around me, and when you have this yapping banshee screaming at me and telling me I'm retarded, it totally breaks the bubble. Because I need to kind of get into like a timeless void to get this done. So I'm gonna show every day where I am in the progress. So those red lines up there, that's what I managed to do in my first day. So that's more than a month. Like, that's not good progress. I already did all of this. That's 40,000, and I already did all that with a polygon. And now I'm doing this with the whatchamacallit tool. I'll show you I'll actually show you right now what I'm doing. So this is the circle tool, and you can 3D these guys. I'm gonna put them in sections of 20. Because 20 is the square root of 400, and 400 is the square root of 160,000, and so I'm going to number each of the 20 another color, I think. So yeah, all I do is just do this. And then I drag it until it says 50.5. And then I hit that, and then I hit that, and then it goes over here to the temporary. And so I have to then drag it from here into there and then save it because it's in temporary and the program crashes, it's all lost. And Google Earth has, crashed hundreds of times on me. It hasn't crashed this time yet, so that's what I'm up to. I think my mom said once I don't have to pay taxes until like October. So I'm going to get on TurboTax just as soon as I can figure out with my mother, who doesn't know how to communicate other than being passive-aggressive insults. I need to get, I guess my brothers gave me the apartment, which means I don't have to pay them $400 a month, so that's cool. So with that $400 a month, I don't have to pay them rent, because now it's my apartment, I guess. I have to pay all the bills for the apartment. But my mom has to give them to me and stuff, and she's not talking to me, so I guess she was gonna drop stuff off in the front of the building. So this is all like part of like nuclear war, trying to get me to stop. Oh, and also she kept saying I needed to stop working on my website. Maybe I should read the goddamn letter again. No, I won't. Yeah, I need to stop working on the website and get a job over at landscaping. She found that there's 2 jobs being offered at landscaping now for me to quit my website and work on the landscaping. That's the thing, the only thing that she really says to me. I try to talk to her about my website. She goes, "You need to quit the website and get a job, any old job. And and also I'm retarded, and before I needed a PhD psychiatrist, but now the new thing is a life coach to teach me how to pay bills and get roommates. I actually am trying to get a roommate. I keep doing an ad over and over again. I keep keep editing it to keep it on top, and then I get interest. But nobody has actually called me yet, maybe because they're watching my videos and noticing there's drama going on and they don't want any part of that. Which doesn't really bother me. I mean, I'm making $850 less a month, but it's almost worth it, even though I'm flat broke and not paying off my credit card, because every roommate I've ever had, like, I have a washing machine in here, and I guess they've never seen a house with a washing machine inside, because every roommate I've ever had, they do their laundry every day. They're like, "Oh, look, washing, let's just do my laundry all day, every day." And then, they're in the house, and my last roommate couldn't deal with noise, and, like, I had a roommate before that for 8 years who completely went crazy. And it's like, so if I get a roommate, man, if nobody wants to move in with me, you probably wouldn't have wanted to live here in the first place. So, I was desperate before to try to get money. I don't know. I'll just see where I'm at, with money. I got $1,000 less last month than the month before that. And I don't know what the deal with that is. So, $2,200 a month. But then I have like more than $20,000 credit card, which is like big time interest and stuff. So, and then I think it's too early to start worrying about money. Like my mother, she's not worrying about money. That's not what she's doing. She's being passive aggressive. She's trying to jab me, snipe me. That's where the life coaching comments come from, and it's the same thing about getting a job. So, because tracing 120,000 people is mentally retarded, and that's the kind of thing that somebody who doesn't know how to get a roommate or a job or pay bills. That's what it was. She wanted me to get a life coach to learn how to pay bills. That's the same thing she was talking to me the last time I saw her. She said, "You don't know how to take care of yourself. I have to take care of you. You don't even know how to pay your taxes." I was like, the taxes weren't ready from the accountant until last week. What the hell are you talking about? Because of you. So, and this is coming from a woman who gave away $16,000 a couple months ago. $4,000 of my money in a phone scam. And she wasn't able to call me because her phone was hacked. That's what the scammers told her. So she went to her neighbor to borrow her neighbor's phone to call me. And the neighbor's like, "Dude, maybe the phone's hacked. If you got scammed, maybe they lied about the hacked phone too. Duh." And my mom's like, "Oh, really?" And she finally called me. So that's my mother for you. Not the brightest person in the world. I'm trying to get that craziness out of behind me because it's so distracting. I'm trying to calm my mind enough to be able to listen to. But I got this bitch's fucking insults in my head. I'm trying to calm down my mind enough so that I can listen to these chapters and name the chapters of all of these books while I'm working on this. I think the reason I didn't do so well yesterday on this is because I got tired. I ran out of weed yesterday, and I knew that I was going to run out of weed, and I decided to not get any because I was lazy, and I only had a half hour before they're closed, and I didn't want to, and I was like, fuck it, I'll be all right. So I smoked the rest of it, and then I sobered up, and I was like working, so I scraped my pipe, which gave me an asthma, and then I just passed out. Like, I think it was too many days of not sleep. I think it was like 4 days of without getting REM. I didn't sleep for like 4 days. I was only like resting in my bed. And so I just crashed. And I think I did sleep last night. And, but I got up this morning. So, yeah, I was working until like 1 and then I got up at 8 or something. So, yeah. And I'm charged and ready to go and I have weed. So, let's do this. Today, I'm going to go all day today until tomorrow morning. I wanted a couple of days of calibration to know how much progress I'm making on this thing per day. So I can get an idea of how long. Because this is like a month or whatever. And then, so of course, I need to know that I can afford it. But I'm not spending money because I'm not eating. I'm like barely eating. Like literally barely eating. Like I have like a banana and a protein drink and maybe like a salad. And you know, at the end of the day, I'm looking back like, what did I actually eat? It really was. It was just an energy drink, a salad, and a banana. And that's all I had. So it's pretty cool because you can get away with not spending money. So, which is another really annoying thing my mother has to say. I might not even have to get a job. So it's not about the money. It's about stopping. The only time she acknowledges I even have a website is when she needs me to stop it. Because it's crazy making, because I'll never be done and nobody will ever care. Which I interpret as meaning, oh, cool, I'm that really that far ahead of everybody? But see, the philosophy of both of my parents has always been, if nobody does it, you don't do it. And I'm the exact opposite. I'm like, if nobody does it, then you have to do it so that it then exists. But then my mother's like, but then if it doesn't exist, it shouldn't exist. So I'm like, no, but if it doesn't exist and it should exist, I can give you all the reasons why it should exist. And so I go, here's the reasons. Number one reason. Then she goes, oh no, now you're burning my brain with thoughts. So I'm not allowed to do thoughts. So there's pretty much no communication to be had with either anybody in my family. Once you're living in an area of talking about stuff that nobody else talks about, because then it doesn't exist. It's like back down to consensual reality, crazy person. As far as like number visualization goes, because I don't think anybody does that. So anyway, that's why I do my vlog. It's not to try to convince people that I'm crazy. Probably a lot of if your IQ is below 85 and you just watch this video, you probably think my IQ is below your IQ, and I'm the retarded person. And I'm like, no, but I have a website. And I go, oh, nobody has a website. Right, because everybody's anonymous on YouTube. Nobody has a YouTube channel except for their anonymous little fake name. So of course they don't have a website. So of course I don't have a website, so you're not even going to go there. So, and I know that for a fact because I've had a bunch of people, like friends with my mom, ask me, I heard you have a website. Yes, I do. So what is it? Well, you know my name, don't you? So they clearly never even Googled me. You know what I mean? They never even tried. So, yeah, my mom's friend Molly did that to me like 6 months ago. It's like her best friend. And then she goes, when are you going to be done? And I go, oh, I don't know. She goes, never. And I go, wait, what? Why did you say that? Like, what the fuck? So anyways, that's why I need to get those crazy people away from me, man. You should not have to be surrounded by people who every single time there's no website. All of a sudden, oh, but you exist, but you need a job because there's no job. Oh my God, stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. So anyways, what I'm doing is, let me just say why I'm doing this. You can create a world around it. You can create certain towers. You can look at it from certain angles. You can color code it. You can create armies on it. You can create all kinds of numbers of examples on it, stories around it. I mean, you can go on and on and on about number of visualizations. So then you have to back up again when you're talking to morons. Well, why would you do number visualization? Because everything's the universe runs off numbers. Like the world is structured by numbers. People say the world isn't structured off math and stuff. I think in fact, I was even reading a book called like The Coded Universe. It's much simpler than that. The universe doesn't run off math. The universe runs off just arithmetic. It's just numbers. It's how many of them are here? How many of them are here? How many of them are here compared to how many of them are here? It's just ratios and stuff. And then that's how you can understand how the world works. So, anyways, I don't want to get too complicated with it. I explain why I do this in all my videos. That's why I talk 20 minutes a day. I talk 20 minutes a day only about my website so that people know that there's a website. Somehow that doesn't work with my family, though. You talk 20 minutes a day about a website so that the family knows that I think that I have a website. They're like, whoa, okay, all right, that's enough. So I wish that they could write a clause in restraining orders that says it goes both ways. You can't lecture me. If I'm not allowed to talk to you, stop lecturing me. Because she pulled a fucking Amber Heard on me. Johnny Depp goes, bitch, I don't want to talk to you anymore. So she goes, oh, really? I'll get a restraining order on you. Fine. I don't care. I don't want to talk to you. Then after restraining order, they start yapping at you. It's like, oh my God, what part of I don't want to talk about to you do you not get? So anyway, that's what I'm up to. You saw here tomorrow at 6 in the morning, or whenever I do my video tomorrow, I will show again, and you'll just see the progress going down until I get it. Once I get it all filled, that's when I create the folders, and then I have to name them, which will be another couple of weeks. I don't think it'll take as long as this, because I have to go in and drag and find that 50. I don't take it to 50 exactly every time. I take it to like 49 to 51 usually. And I'll accept 48 or 52, but it's usually 49, 51, or 50. It's just so I go ching, ching, and I'll get faster as I go along. So, but I definitely need to be high. That was a bad idea. Because then I fucked up my lungs. I scraped my pipe and I fucked up my lungs. And anyway. Anyways, enough talking. So that's what I'm up to. Mother, stop fucking emailing me. I don't like your little games. I don't do that passive-aggressive stuff, okay? But I would like to have some communication about how I'm going to pay my taxes. Real down-to-earth stuff. And also, yeah, bring the paperwork over for all the bills, please. Just down-to-earth stuff. I don't want any talk about life coaches or PhD psychiatrists or life coaches another time, 2 times in the same article, and then how I need to get a job because I need to stop the website. Stop the yapping, okay? I'm trying to work on my website. Talk to you tomorrow.